Oh, we can hear all the background of the venue and everything. Right, well that was a terrible back air by Crispy, not gonna lie. Actually, we're gonna go back slightly. I've gone back a bit too far. Okay, so in this sort of position, I want to explain it before we get started. That is indeed port smash. No, that's the wrong thing again. I hate that one. It shows my bald spot. So in this sort of range... Oh wait, no, it's black because I drew Weaze's glasses. I need to change that colour. Go with a nice green. So this range here, this is what MK operates. MK does all his damage here. Therefore, if you are playing as anyone who's not MK, you want to avoid that range because he's going to dash attack you and then you die at 0. So what I would expect Hitei to be doing here is sort of like short hopping around in this sort of area and spacing forward airs and back airs to try and stuff MK approaches. Because the thing is that this is a range that even if you miss and he doesn't time it properly, you can normally jab it. So I hope I'm going to see a lot of that. But judging by the length of the VOD, probably not. Good weight there, and honestly just flubbed the punish. So honestly, Crispy should have finished that off. So honestly, that was nice by Crispy, but Hitei was doing a good job of like staying outside of his range. Wow. Jab, 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 grab, man. It's a tick, tick, tick through. Wow, you really bet it all on that up tilt when it probably wouldn't have even killed yet, but I can respect it, I guess. Good stuff from Crispy there. So how are you going to try and land? Yeah, you know, he covered that option perfectly. The way how you made the read on the air dodge, but you're just out of position. Nice back air, not gonna. Man, Palo has such a hard time killing. Right, so I'm not a fan of this. But okay, so in this position, like, yeah, he's pressuring your shield. But you have the stage control here. Ultimately, he hasn't got anywhere to run away. So if you decide to jump out his shield and do a back air, he really has to hold that. Especially as his down tilt sends low. So I'm going to open up the Smash Viewer again. We're going to load up Meta Knight. Going to look at his down tilt. Look at how small that is. You know, I mean, your shield's like here. You know, you don't have to worry. There's nothing to be scared of. Just jump at a shield and be ready to back at him. But what you've done instead is you rolled out. Okay, I can respect rolling out. But then, for seemingly no reason, you run all the way across the stage and start firing your terrible projectile. I really don't like giving away all that stage control. You literally just ran from here all the way over to the other side of the stage. You gave 3/4 of the stage in about a second. You never had to do that. Your character, for all intents and purposes, is quite a good wall, and you know, Meta Knight doesn't have the greatest ways of getting through stuff. Like, not just with it, he can't brute force his way through. I mean, hell, no one can brute force their way through your back air. I mean, camping the ledge to avoid ladder is a viable strategy, but if you're in a position where ladder's not even really on the cards, then you shouldn't be worried. Plus, low-key, you camped the ledge there and died anyway. MK's scary, man. Yeah, I feel like in this matchup, key things for you to remember are the fact that your back air and forward air are so good on block. And your jab, actually. Like, back air is terrifying. You can't challenge it. So if you jump with your back to a Meta Knight, he has to just hold the L. Because he's not allowed to commit. Because if you do the back air and he commits, he just eats the shield, and that takes what, like 10, 20, 10, 11%. Yeah, good stuff. Yep. Throwing him off stage there is honestly a good option. So I've played you before, so I know like you know, you trying to pressure someone, you like short hopping, you know how to pressure someone and like stop people, make them sit in shield, so you can then get your tomahawk grabs. Your game plan doesn't change because it's MK. You're just the place you position yourself does change. Some high quality recording. That was a ballsy option, but respected the fact it worked. And this echo we got going on is wonderful. See, this match is going a lot better. You're doing a much better job of just walling. That was a bad roll. So the MK's not, like, Crispy's not committing, he's expecting you to do something. You did, to be fair, do something. But What I want to point out, yeah. So this is gonna sound weird, but I want you to watch a top level cloud when they're like trying to zone someone out or trying to keep someone out when they were using their back air, because you'll actually use yours in the exact same way. Just by jumping with your back to the opponent, they are pretty much forced into respecting it. Like if a cloud jumps with his back to the opponent, you can't actually commit. You can't really challenge it. Any challenge you make is like, I know for sure, 100% that he's gonna try and land with a back air. Then they'll commit. But yours works in the same way, less range, but got the intangibility or got the shield effect on it. So you can absolutely just jump with your back to someone and they have to hold the L, and then that's when you can then like fast fall land and then grab them. So I'd really like to see more of that. See that? If he tries to commit while you've got your back turned, that was exactly what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so you've got your back to Crispy. And, like, you know, eventually he tries to commit, and you just back air him. I know you're just hitting with the back air. It's not like you're getting huge combo damage off it. But the point is that, you know, he didn't... You know, you managed to get a hit, and he's going to remember that. He's going to remember, last time I tried to challenge that, I got hit. So you're doing a good job of walling him out and keeping the stage for yourself. How is Crispy going to get back on the stage? He's going to tomahawk you. Yeah, keep jumping with that back to you. Yeah, see, he hold. That was good. It's jokes how I've said this, and then in the VOD you've actually started doing what I said. That being said, that happened, so... I do just want to see Palutina's back air real quick. So there's entire upper body invincibility, isn't it? Because it's white. You know, that's a nice hitbox, and it's pretty low to the ground as well. So it's not like it's going to low profile under anyone. And your upper body is intangible for the whole time. So the actual range on that, like the range of safety, that's your deepest collision. That's the deepest part that can be collided with, and there's your hitbox. That's a huge range. That's like the size of Marth's sword. Gotta use that stuff more, man. Let's see how this goes next then, because there's some quite slow games, not gonna lie. I forgot you'd love this stage. That's it. Oh no, good stuff, because that doesn't work. There's a lot of VODs, Wef. You're probably waiting till next week. In fact, you're definitely waiting till next week. Ah, it's unfortunate you grabbed to the ledge, because that was a pretty open punish opportunity. I have to ask though, given that how he's DI'd every single one of your down throws correctly, I'm curious as to why you continue to do the to go for the up air when he was DIing down on away and air dodging. Surely it would have been a better option to do a running up smash after the down throw. You definitely could have confirmed a few more stocks earlier if you'd have been, I suppose, a bit more on point with that mix-up. I know it's a mix-up you have done in the past. I'm just curious as to why you weren't doing it here. There's like some special reason. I'm doing okay, thank you, Wef. Yo, did he gimp you with the back air? Whoa, that's wonky. The thing is, Crispy understands that in this position he doesn't ever have to approach. It's your job to come to him, but you can still pressure him with like actual stuff. Push him towards the ledge. Oh, nearly died for that. Wow. See, that's why he has the shuttle loop. It never works. Nah, that's just poorly spaced. Right. Yeah. Honestly, like your character struggle showed through pretty good, but so you definitely needed to kind of pressure more with your normals. I'm not really a big subscriber in using auto reticle ever because it's pretty bad. Like, Meta Knight is a character that's going to be able to get through that pretty easily. So I'd recommend not using that. You kind of gave up a lot of stage control. We did already discuss that earlier. Lots of stage control was given up in situations where I found it very questionable. I mean, it's not like you're doing anything terrible. Bear in mind, by the way, if someone gets away from your pressure, if you're short hopping, they're technically going to be retreating all the time. Reason being that, you know, they're going to be retreating because rolling into you is not a particularly safe option. If you watch a set of me versus Miller or something like that, you'll see that anytime he tries to roll in, I'll blow him up for every time. So I feel like that's something you should try and learn to cover is roll in. If you cover that a bit more, it means that every time someone gets away from you, they have to retreat. And you know what retreating means? It means you're giving up stage control. Going back to regular fighting game stuff all over again. Even if, because as you said, like your down throw up airs, like they weren't working. And even if you were missing like things that were supposedly true, I still think you should definitely look into just keep the mix up going. Because by doing that, you kind of confuse him. If he keeps getting away with if he keeps doing the exact same thing and it keeps working, he's not going to stop, and he has no reason to stop. But yeah, I don't have any. I don't have much more concrete than that. If you have any questions for me while I queue up the next set, then